So here's our powder kit, including 6 pieces the fast giant dipping powder, including all those 6 colors. It's the beautiful red color set, and 4 pieces dip glue, the number 1 base, and the number 2 the activator, and the number 3 the top, and the number 4 the brush saver. So here's our nail tips for those colors. These are 6 beautiful red colors, and orange red and pink, and the 4 pieces and the palm red. So here's the number 59 we're gonna to wearing on our nail technicians now. So today we're going to do the sharp nail designs for the cute loves heart stickers and the sequins. It's super easy to do, so let's go for tutorials. So for this kit, I want to mention it's now you are going to have the 25.23 US dollar you could get this kit because now the limited time lining due nails. On your times, the 4 to 4:40 p.m. to 10 to 10:40 p.m. the Pacific Daylight Time. So for this kit, we're going to do the designs. Let's go! First, we already do all preparation. We already wash the hand and do the pushback cuticle. So here's the color, it's the 56. For the 56, we're going to use that. And here's the 62. Here's the red color. So we're going to use those 2 colors going to make the designs. First, we're not going to do the color block, half and half. For today, so we're going to select 2 colors. Prepare the bumper pad. For the bumper pads, we are going to use it to clean your nail beds and to dry your nail beds that the powders will be more stick with your nails. For the bumper pads, actually you can find from our dip powder accessories kit. For the dip powder accessories kit, you can find so many nail tools for you to make the beautiful dip powder nails. For the bumper pads, actually for this one, it's without smell. Actually, it's with the fragrance too. So we're going to do this now. First, we're going to prepare the number 1 base. For our number 1 base, it's super easy to open the cap because our base, it could be used for every time. But now we're going to apply it to your entire nail, very thin layer from the middle left. You can see it. We're going to just to brush only half of the nails and dip to 1 colors, going to tap off. And we're going to use a brush to brush off any excess powder. We're going to apply the base for another half of the nails. So first we're going to do these colors, repeat to make these colors first. We will finish 1 color and turn to another colors. So we're going to tap off any excess powder. Especially you could use the brush to help. We're going to apply the base to another half of the nails too. Very thin layer and brush evenly. And dip into the powder. And going to tap off. Using a brush to help to brush off any excess powder. And actually, you can see it's for our powder because it's the first giant dipping powder, so it can be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So when you're doing this kind of the design, you do not need to worry other colors will influence another colors. So actually, if you are not so familiar how to brush well for the dip glue and you are the new to make the dip powder, you could using the and follow the previous lines and slowly we're going to dip into the color powder and stay for a second and take out. I'm going to tail off. So using a brush to help to brush off any excess. We're going to turn to another colors. We are going to brush evenly for this half of the nails and brush evenly from the top to the bottom and dip into the color powder. And going to tail off using a brush to help you. So because you made the color block half and half, so you need to make sure when you brush the base to your entire nail, you must be to keep to for the layer, you must be to keep every layer for the same. So actually for those colors, we are going to do that. You can see when you do half and half, you are going to use the brush to help to brush off. Prepare the number 1 base and to apply the base for the half of the nails. So if your nail to make the powder nails, you cannot control the brush so successful, so that if you could select the middle finger or another bigger finger for the little fingers, that you could ignore that. You could use it to make another designs. We're going to apply the base for the nails for 2 times. 2 layers is enough because for our powder colors, it's so full with pigment. And dip into the powder and going to tail off, using a brush to help. So we're going to apply the base for another half of the nails. To brush slowly and slightly, but keep every layer evenly. And dip into the color powder. Going to tail off. So you're gonna to select 2 colors. You can look so obvious. And we're going to repeat this step for another half of the nails. For the second layer, we're going to apply the base and then dip into the powder. Take out and tail off. We're going to use the brush to help to brush off any excess powder from your nail plate. So let's go. First, you need to use the base, and we are going to brush the base for your half of the nails because we are going to make the half color block. So we're going to select 2 colors. For these 2 colors, you could select it from our G646. For this kit, you're going to use the number 55, 56, and 62. And actually, we're going to for this kit, we're going to have the 6 pieces, the fast dry and dipping powder too. And for these colors, it's the number 56. We're going to brush evenly and then dip into the powder. Stay for a second because you need to let the dip powder and the dip glue absorb well. Because for our powders, it's fast dry and dipping powder, so when you're doing this kind of the color block designs, you do not need to worry because our powder can be dried within 30 seconds by itself. We're going to apply the base for another half of the nails. We're going to apply this, brush it evenly to make sure every layer evenly and without bumpy problem. Use a brush to help. So for this weight, you need to control the base well because we're going to dip into the powders and we're going to make it 2 layers. For every layer you must be to brush evenly and then to dip into the color powder, take out and going to tail off. For this nail designs is for the short nails. Although it is your natural nails, it could be made this kind of the design too. So using the base first, we must be to brush the base to your half of the nails and brush evenly just like the dipping weights you are using normally, and then dip into the powder and take out using a brush to help to brush off any excess powder. Repeat this step. We're going to apply the base and brush evenly and slowly. We're going to dip into the color powder again. So we're going to take out and going to tail off. You must be made sure for the brush, you need to brush off any excess powder from your nail plate. So we'll turn to another colors. We're going to brush another half of the nails. Do not let the base to get on your another color to avoid its influence by the another colors. So if you brush evenly for the nails, you could see for this kind of the powders, it won't without the problems of the bumpy or uneven. But you must be made sure when you brush the base, you must be keep it brushed evenly. You need to do it slightly and then dip into the color powder, take out. Going to tail off. We're going to use a brush to help. For this brush, actually you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. We're going to do this color designs for another finger. We're going to brush evenly for the half of the nails. So actually for this, you can make 3 kind of the colors or for more colors. And going to brush off any excess powder using the brush. We're gonna turn to another line. So for every time, keep your brush evenly and dip into the color powders. So actually guys, for this kit, the G646, now it's limited time sliding deal now. You just need to pay $25.23 US dollar. That's you could get this kit. For this kit, including 6 pieces, the red color fast drying dipping powder and 4 pieces dip glue. And actually, it's now with the available price for those kits. We have more the limited time sliding deal for other powder kits. Just focus on with us. You could enter the Amazon.com and by searching GHdip, you could get more information. So back to our live stream for the tutorial of the nail designs. We already finished the dipping for those 2 colors. Using a brush to help to brush off any excess powder because you do not want your brush to get so many powders on when you're doing the next step. So we're going to prepare the nail buffer. For the nail buffer, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. For this kind of the nail buffer, you can use it for the natural nails and use it for the artificial nail. We're going to do the buffing slightly on the nail plate because later we're going to use the nail sticker and the sequins to put it on the nails. So first you need to make sure for the first layer, for the layer of the nails, it must be rough but evenly and smooth. We're going to do the slightly buffing by the nail buffer. You do not need to worry whether the powders will come off. It won't be because for our fast dry dipping powder, it can be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So you do not need to apply any activator to make it dry. Here's the point of our fast dry dipping powder. So we're going to do the slightly buffing just like that, just on the nail plate by using a nail buffer. So for this kit, now is the limited time sliding deal now. For this G646, you just need to pay $25 and 23 cents that you could got this kit. And for this kit, and actually you could find another colors like the plum red and the strawberry red and pink. Now our model is wearing the 56 and the 62. This nail design is suitable and it's very fashion for the short nails. So although your nails are short, you can make these designs, although it is your natural nails. So after the designs, after the color block designs like that, we need to make sure for the nail surface we are going to do the slightly buffing. You need to keep the nail surface, the nail plate, not bumpy or uneven. So actually, for today we are going to prepare some nail sticker and sequins. For those, the sequins and the nail stickers is self-adhesive. So we are going to using the nail, the tweezers, and the dot pens to help you later. Using a brush to brush off any dust particles. For the whole process, we are going to using the dip glue and the powder. We won't using any UV lamp because for the powder, it's a dip system. So we're going to prepare some sequins. After the slightly buffing, we are going to apply the number 1 base again. For this time, we must be to apply the base to your entire nail. For here, we are going to brush evenly from the middle left to the right. We are going to brush evenly. And using a tweezer to help to pick the sticker. For this kind of the sticker, we're going to select it from the sticker. It is self-adhesive, but actually we already brushed the base, so it will be more stick with your nails. We're going to use a tweezer to help to press it. Let the sticker more stick with your nails. So slightly and doing it slowly. We're going to press it and to make it to your to stick with your nail plates evenly. And using a tweezer to help you, using the scissors to help to trim off excess of the sticker. And using a tweezer to help to press it and let it more stick with the nails from the top to the bottom. And how this to press it. And to test it, we're going to apply the base again. We are going to apply the base again, and we're going to prepare the clear powder, the natural powder. If you found it's not perfect, we're going to fix it by the tweezer. And dip into the clear powder to help to protect the design. So actually for the sticker first, you need to choose very light and thin, and especially it could be self-adhesive, it's better. That will be say a lot of the job when you're doing the powder nail designs like that. So if you are doing on your own shop nails, and actually you could using the smallest sticker to help. So I'm going to use a tweezer to help to choose the sticker as you like. You can select any sticker you like. For this one, we're going to use it to cover the lines between two colors because it will make your designs look more. And actually for these two colors, we select it, and between it, you need to put a sticker on. Because we do not using the UV lamp, so we're going to use a sticker. If you are using the UV lamp, you have the gel, you could using the gel to paint the lights like that. So we're going to using the tweezer to help to press it. Let it more stick with your nails. And brush the base to your entire nail again. And then prepare the clear powder and using the tweezer to help to fix the designs. Dip into the color. Now dip into the natural powder. Let the natural powder to protect your design. And brush off any excess powder. For our natural powder, actually you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. For the accessories kit, you can find all kind of the nail tools for you to make the powder nails. And naturally for the natural powders, you could use it as the base, and you could use it as the cover powder to protect your nail art design. And for our clear powder, it's the fast drying dipping powder too, so it can be dried within 30 seconds. We're going to use the base and to apply the base to your entire nail again. From the middle left to right, every time you need to brush evenly. And for this finger, we're going to select the sequins. You need to use the dot pens. For dot pens, we need to use it to pick some round, small rounds like the dot, the sequins to help to make the design. So we're going to use the dot pens and to put the sequins one by one. So actually, if you are going to see this kind of designs, you can see in front it's so cute. For this kind of designs, you can make it for your girls. It looks so gorgeous. I think the little girls, they like all those sequins on the nails. For this sequence, we are going to using the dot pens to how to pick and to put it on the nails. Put it one by one. So if you found that the dip glue already dried, we are going to fix it a little bit. Do not worry because for our base, it's thin. And when you brush evenly, it won't have any bumpy problems. So we're going to using the dot pens. Our nail technician using the dot pens to help to put the small sequins on the nails to make the designs around the nails. We will put it on the nails one by one. And turn to another kind of the sequins. For this one, we are going to select the heart shape of the sequins. Makes your designs more matching with another fingers. After put the sequins, you will find, wow, your nails looks gorgeous and so cute. So when you stick with the nails, we're going to brush the base to your entire nail again. But this time we're going to brush slightly because you do not want the sequins to flow with your brush. And to dip into the nature powder, to let the nature powder to help to protect your design. So just leave it, return to another fingers. So for this fingers, we're going to repeat this step and to make the designs. If you miss it, just watching it now. We're going to do the tutorials again for these fingers. So first, you need to apply the base to your entire nail and brush evenly first. And using a trickster to help to pick out the sticker you like. And actually today we are going to select the sticker, the white sticker. As you can see, it's longer than your nails, but don't worry. You could use the scissors to help to trim it off. So using the trickster to help to press it between two colors, you could cover two lines on the middle, and then using the scissors to help to trim it. Trim it off. Actually, it's super easy, and you do not need to using the UV lamp for curing, because for those we are making audit system. So we're going to apply the base to your entire nail again. And to dip into the nature powder. I think most of clients call it clear powder. And actually you can find this 2-ounce clear powder, the nature powder from our dip powder accessories kit. It's 2 ounce. It's 4 times bigger than the half ounce. So it's durable. You could buy one dip powder accessories kit that's used for a long time. So we're going to do it for these fingers. If you're mixing, so just follow with us. First, we need to apply the base to your entire nail. And then using a trickster to help to pick the suitable size of the sticker. And then to put it and press it by the tricksters to your entire nail. If you find it's longer than your nails, you could use the scissors to help to trim it off. So for this kind of the dip powder nails, it's the healthy way. It's more healthy way because you do not need to use any UV lamp for curing. So actually, we're going to use the tricksters to help to press it, to let the sticker more adhesive with your nails. And actually, for this kind of a sticker, you could choose the self-adhesive one. It will be more stick with your nails. But don't worry, we're going to use a tweezer to help to press it. And we have the base to let the sticker to stick with your nails. I'm going to dip into the nature powder, using a brush to help to brush off any excess. So turn to this finger, we're going to using the bling bling the sequins. So we pick some sequins out first. We're going to using the dot pens. We need to brush the base from the middle left to the right and brush evenly for every time. And we're going to prepare the dot pens. For the dot pens, we're going to pick some small the round shaped sequins from the round around the nails. One by one. You can put it randomly. You could put it for the nails, just like that, the small sequins, the round sequins. We're going to make it by using the dot pens to help. Using the dot pens because this kind of the sequins, the bling bling sequins, is so small and lightweight. You could put it on the nails, just around on your nails. And we're going to put some on the middle of the nails for the loop heart shape of the sequins. So it will make the designs look more matching and gorgeous. Select the heart shape sequins. You can help to make it. So after to put the sequins on your nails, we're going to brush the base to your entire nail evenly. And then dip into the clear powder, the nature powder. So if you found it a little bit remove the position, you could use a tweezer to help to make it on the right position. Just depends on you. So after dipping the nature powder, we're going to use a brush to brush off any excess. So until now, for these 3 fingers, total 6 fingers, we already do the designs. We're going to turn to another 2. So what will be for those 2 designs? We're going to select these colors, the 62. We're going to using the base to brush evenly to your entire nail. And brush evenly into your entire nail just like that, from the middle left to the right. And we're going to dip into the color powder and going to tie off. Using the brush to help to brush off. Brush the base to your entire nail again. But every time you need to keep it. Brush evenly. And dip into the color powder again. So for this one and another fingers, we're going to repeat as a step. We're going only to make the one color. So every time you need to brush the base, the number 1 base. So when you're doing the base, you need to brush evenly. Here's the point. After using, you need to clean the mouth of the bottles and to avoid it stuck rest together, cannot be open. So here's the point. After using, you need to clean the mouth of the cap, mouth of the bottle, and to keep the cap tightly closed. So I found so many clients give us the feedback why their bottles cannot be opened. So here's the point: after using, you must be clean the mouth of the bottle. So first, we need to brush evenly for every layer, but do not let the base to get on your critical skin. Once the base to get on your critical skin, and the powder will be stick with the critical. So here's the point. But at first, you must be to push back your critical and cut off any excess dead skin. So after dipping, we need to use a brush to help to brush off any excess powder for our powder, because it is the fast drying dipping powder. You do not feel it. The powders will influence your nail brush. So actually you could brush it evenly from the middle left to the right. And put your finger 45-degree angle and dip your full nails into the powder. And brush off any excess powder, because we are going to dip another layer on. So when you're using the fast drying dipping powder, you could see for our powder it could be dried within 30 seconds, although it's the right colors. Our brush will not get dirty by these colors, because powder could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So guys, I want to remind you again for this kit. The item number called G646. For this kit, it's limited time lining due now, right now. And actually could by enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. You could get this kit only 25.23 US dollar. You could get this kit. For the limited time lining deal, it will be on the 4 to 40 p.m. to 10 to 40 p.m. the Pacific Daylight Time. Here's the time you could buy it. So every time for our colors, you could brush 2 times is enough. And brush evenly, just like that. And dip into the color powder. Stay for a second. Take out and going to tail off. And brush off any excess powder. So after using, you need to keep the cap tightly closed for your powder, no matter the powder or your dip glue. So if you find it get dirty for the brush, you need to use the lengthy wire first. If cannot be cleaned it, we're going to use a brush saver. We're going to shape it and take it out. You will find it's already clean. So here's the usage for the brush saver. After using, we must be using the lengthy wire or the paper towel to wipe off any excess liquid. Here's the important point. So now, after you clean it, you must be wipe off any excess liquid to avoid the secondary pollution for the dip glue, and keep the cap tightly closed. So here the usage of the brush saver. So now for the designs, we're going to finish off though. For the nails, we're going to clean the table first. We need to prepare the machine, the nail machine. We like to use the nail machine to do the filing. And actually, because already covered with the clear powder, so you do not need to worry when you're doing the nail machine to do the filing, it will have the problem or not. We're going to use the machine to do the filing directly from the middle left to the right for your whole entire nails. So actually for the ones with the sticker or the sequins, you need to do it slightly, cannot to be over filing. And slightly, just like that. Okay, we're going to do for this now, slightly to do the filing by the machine. We could adjust the speed of the file, the now machine. That you can find it super easy to do. So actually guys, for the kits, it's called G646. For this kit, have 6 pieces the red colors and 1 pink colors, and another like the strawberry red and the plum red. So you can find these kits with all kind of the red colors you like. And we are going to make so many designs. So we prepared the nail file. For this nail file, we are going to shape the nails. We need to use it to shape the nails with more refined shape. We're going to shape it. We need to shape it. From you need to shape it within this file. You need to shape it from the nail corner and to turn the nail edge. For this nail file, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. We're going to do that to shape the nail first, because after the artificial nails, you need to using this kind of the nail file with the sponge. It's more flexible to help to shape the nails to get the more perfect nail shapes. And going to do that to shape it. So finally we're going to prepare the buffer. For the nail buffer, we're going to slightly to do the buffing on the nails. Because for these nails we already covered with the natural powders, do not need to worry whether it will be to be come off, easy to come off. It won't be because we're already using the natural powder to help to protect it. So here's the point, when you buy in the fast drying dipping powder, you will find it's super easy to use. When you, no matter you are the beginner or you are already the nail technician already. So if you find it very easy to use when you're doing the dip powder nails, and it is saving your time too if you are hurried to go out or go to work. So when you for the daylets, you could buy these kits to make some fine, because you could make different kind of the nails. And we are going to do so many tutorials of different colors to make those the powder colors. And actually you can follow our GHdip Facebook group that we could have so kind of the events to provide for you and some free gift. So it's better you could join our Facebook dip group, the group. We have so many clients and now lovers to communicate their experience how to use it well for our GHdip fast drying dipping powder kit. We are going to launch for many colors and for more powder kits for you, depending on the different seasons. So just focus on our GHdip by Amazon.com. Actually, you can find some more supplies from our website. Where every time we're going to do the buffing just like that, slightly, do not to let the buffer to scratch your skin. So if you're first to use the buffer, you need to do this slightly and slowly. Do not over buffing or over filing. And every time, keep safe and to watch out your nails. You need to control the how hot when you're doing the filing and the buffing. For our discount of the nail buffer, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. Because for this dip powder accessories kit, we got 3 files for you when you're doing to make the nail powder designs. For this kind of the nail designs, it's super easy to make and do not need to using any kind of the UV lamp. So during the firing, we're going to talk about some surprise for you for this kit. It's called G646 and actually it's limited time sliding deal now. You just need to pay $25.23 that you could get this kit. It's including 4 pieces dip glue and the 6 pieces the fast giant dipping powder with the red color series. So for this kit, we are going to do so many kind of the designs because the red colors. So today we select the 56 and the 62 two colors to make the designs. We have another 4 colors did not use. So you just focus on our GHdip. We will have more designs for you by using this kit. So after the buffing, we're going to use the lengthy wipe to wipe off any dust particles from the nails. We're going to do just like that. We need to wipe off any excess dust particles. And after wipe off, when you're using the top, you will find it's more shiny and more smooth and more gorgeous. So we're going to wipe off any excess dust particles. It's kind of the necessary part because I find so many clients they complain that why their powders will be easily come off. Some reasons. For first, we must be to push back the cuticle because our cuticle skin will be moved every day. So here's the point, you need to push back the cuticle. And another part, you need to remove any oil or any shine from your natural nails. And during the nail art process, we must be do the filing and the buffing. So we're going to take out the activator, our number 2. For the number 2, the activator, we're going to use it only one time. Before using the activator, we are going to put 2 stickers for the red nails. So here's the point. We're selecting the hot shade sticker, the white sticker on the nails. I almost forgot this part. So we need to make the sticker to let your nails looks more gorgeous. So here's the point. We're going to select another sticker, often look hard sticker. So for this kind of a sticker, you can find it from the Amazon.com too. But it isn't our brand, you can buy from other brands. It's kind of the useful stickers when you're doing the nail art design. It will be make your nails looks more outstanding and gorgeous with the designs and looks more matching for those 5 fingers. So today our topic is the cute love heart sticker nail art design. And without using any UV lamp, we're going to use in the sticker. So actually it's suitable for making for the girls' nails. We're going to use the activator now. And oh, I forgot to mention for this kind of the sticker is self-adhesive. So it's with the, it could be a hit with your nails by itself. So for those fingers, we're going to use the activator. How to press it. Especially for the powder nails, we're going to use an activator. And prepare the number 3, the top. For the top, we are going to apply 2 times. For the first layer, we must be to brush evenly and not to fill off the glue. Very thin layer on, from the middle left to the right, to your entire nail. And brush evenly. So, when you see a little bit matte, after 3 fingers, we are going to go back for the first. We are going to apply the second layer on. So when you're doing this kind of the designs, if you form the first layer of the top, it's a little bit matte, we are going to apply the second layer on. Cannot wait totally dry. It must be half dry but still sticky. So you need to control the speed when you apply the base, but no, apply the top. So now we are going to apply the first layer for this nail finger. Brush evenly for every time. We are going to using the top for 2 times. Brush evenly to your entire nail for the first layer of the top. When you see they half dry but still sticky, we're going to apply another layer on. Brush evenly just like that from the middle left to the right. Don't forget the nail edge. And actually for the nail edge, you need to protect it without tripping from the nail edge to the bottom. Okay, we're turn to another fingers. We already done all the buffing, filing. So now we're going to apply the activator to your entire nail. We must be using the activator before the top, but only one time before the top. Do not overuse the activator because for our fast drying dipping powder system, it's kind of the different formula from other brands powders on the market. So we prepare the number 3, the top. We're going to apply the top for the first layer, very thin layer, but every time keeps brush evenly. Normally, we are going to apply the top for the first layer for 3 fingers and go back for the first fingers if you cannot control it well. But when you see they half dry, you must be to go back and to apply another layer on for the top. So I want to mention you now for final. For this kit, it's called G646. For this kit, including 6 pieces the red colors and 4 pieces dip glue. For now, right now, you just need to pay $25.23 US dollars that you could get this kit because it is the limited times lining deal now. And today we are going to do the design slide that's Excel live stream. So if you have any question for this kind of the tutorial, you could join into our Facebook group. You could communicate with us with more experience when you're doing the nail powders. So wait around 1 minute, then the designs will when the top coat will be get dry. So here's the today's nail art design. It is for the short nails is suitable too, with the beautiful, cute, and love heart nail sticker and sequins. So guys, so here's the points for this today. Our tutorial is already end of it. So we are going to end of this one. Now we have these kits with the limited time to lining deal nails, $25.23 US. Favorable price, just focus on our GHdip. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting.